Jasta, the isekai demon slayer.
Jaseph, the sidekick turned hero.
Sometimes, even the main characters need a helping hand, and sometimes they need a replacement. That's where these two come in.
He's tovenaar and I'm shotgun.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor and skills to find out who would win a death battle. It's the Heian era, and demons roam the darkness, searching for their next meal.
But in come the demon slayers to draw an end to these dark times. They use their katana magic to blow shit up, set demons on fire, or make them fall deeply in love.
Unique they may be, there's only one who is trying to make a difference, to save his sister from the curse of a demon.
His name is Jantaro. What?
In some alternate world, Jantaro had his sister turned into a demon by a notorious demon that was determined to change her back.
So in order to protect her from the all but strict demon slayer corp, Jantaro decided to train more people in the heart of demon slaying. He dawned it upon himself to teach these kids about katana magic and breeding.
Out of all his students, one stood out as the ace, a true prodigy amongst the many rookies. The airplane breeder, Jasta.
Airplane breeder? Does it mean he can kill somehow by simply breathing in?
You might be onto something there. Jasta originates from the present, as he used to be an ordinary baggage handler. But everything changed when tragedy struck.
That truck had out for him.
Apparently, his dad got him sent back into time, where he found a new purpose.
That's right. He started training under Jantaro's lead and became the prodigy of katana magic. His heart was righteous, wanted to help out a brother in need. Oh wait, did it say help? I mean flattening his sister's box as soon as he got his hands on it.
Yeah, Jasta took his baggage handling job very, very seriously. To the point that if a bag or a box seems too big, he takes it upon himself to flatten it.
Too bad Jantaro couldn't do a thing against it. Yeah, he got his shit rocked.
Which is no small feat. Jantaro is very obviously the alternate universe version of Tanjiro, so they should be fairly comparable. Tanjiro can dodge lightning attacks and pushes around boulders on the regular.
Jasta outsped and outmuscled all of that, giving Jantaro no time to react.
This will make Jasta in turn also around that level of speed and strength.
This is because he possesses the breathing technique of airplanes. I know it sounds stupid, but it allows him to take off into the air and fly with delayed flight. Spin his swords around so fast they become blurs to the naked eye, and send people flying with his most famous form, Jet Engine, which is an attack that destroys internal organs without breaking the skin and negate regeneration. It even stopped the regenerative probabilities of a demon, who couldn't move after it was used.
I think you destroyed some of my internal organs, you know? Even a demon feels that.
This comes to no surprise, as Jasta seems to be a force of nature, able to fight demons for an entire night, only leaving with a slight bruise on his eyelid.
Yeah, this guy's hard to crack, as he survived falling to the Infinity Castle for 2 minutes only to not stick the landing.
Judging from the amount of time it took for him to connect to the ground, it must have been around a 30,000 feet fall. This would instantly kill a human, but not Jasta.
Yeah, he stood up and shrugged it off immediately. God damn it, he seems unbeatable.
Well, not quite. Remember, he has died before, which led him to the Heian era in the first place.
And despite being a demon slayer, he's kind of a dick, causing him to make decisions out of emotions more often than not. He'd leave your side in a heartbeat if it meant his own survival.
He might not be the picture-perfect hero Jantaro was, but he is a hero nonetheless. He fights and slays demons for the purpose to save lives and for a better tomorrow. Or to impress a Hashira he really likes.
A true force of nature in human clothing. Demons beware, for justice out to cut the feast short.
That is probably one of the better excuses I've heard, to become a demon and eat people. But with that said, you know, that does change anything. You're gonna die right now, so you regret it.
Shutdown. Imagine a world where society would feed into their primal spirits, to unleash their hidden potential that Mother Nature had stored for us, to physically use the adrenaline of a person's final straw in order to battle and protect.
I don't need to mention that overnight. I already feel that adrenaline when I shut down the neighborhood down in the south.
Okay, but what if you did?
But I'm sure the person with the most indomitable human spirit would rule the world.
And so he did, as this world was run by JayJanLee, the strongest of them all.
Yeah, this world is no joke, as almost everyone can materialize the adrenaline of battle into sweet, flashy beams and abilities.
It goes even deeper than that. Defensive, offensive, surviving fatal injuries or instantly regrow new ones. This is all something JayJanLee can do.
Especially his ultimate move, the Golden Line. The beam of yellow goodness travels between galaxies and space to guarantee a hit on every person it's fired towards. It's foolproof.
Except the time JayJanLee met his match. A masked individual who was confident enough to take JayJanLee's role for himself.
They battled, but JayJanLee suffered his first loss, losing his life in the process. Right there was a friend who will always watch JayJanLee on the sidelines and was now burdened with a task. Avenge his friend and take back that role that the masked individual stole from him. This was Jaseph.
Well, he didn't immediately take up that role, but he got to it eventually.
Yeah, he went out to train for a month to fill in JayJanLee's shoes, and boy did he fill them.
He donned the last straw of his own, a red beam that fires at the speed of light.
These techniques are directly linked to a person's primal instincts and adrenaline someone gets out of a near-death experience.
For Jaseph to unlock an ability like this must mean he's fairly comparable to the speed of his own attack.
But that's not all. He once again found himself in the same proximity as the masked individual, and he challenged him. He whooped his head down. He sent him flying. Oh nah, he's crawling away.
The masked individual's last straw is, in his own words, able to bypass his opponents. Those are no weightless words, as we saw him break through JayJanLee's guaranteed hit beam with ease.
Jaseph hit him out of that state with his bare hands. What a badass.
We've seen JayJanLee survive a lot of intense stuff, like his entire arm getting cut off, or his entire waist getting cut off of his lower body. He survived all of that due to his powerful primal instincts.
Jaseph overpowering the man that took JayJanLee out means he has grown to a level fairly similar to him. We've even seen him heal a broken arm in his early stages, so it's only natural he had grown.
Which is something that the masked individual didn't expect. He had prepared his whole life to take out the strongest, only for his friend to grow equal to them in 1 month. Perhaps it was that decision that fueled someone with the true potential to lead the world, that never felt the urge to do so. Perhaps the masked individual created his own worst scenario.
But despite his great growth, Jaseph is still fairly new to the usage of Final Straw, as he even got himself drained after the usage of just one.
Forming a final straw takes great stamina. I'm still recovering from it. He isn't the most urgent type either, as he let the masked individual get away and also didn't immediately start training to start his journey in the first place.
Such potential hidden behind a wall of laziness. Typical.
But no matter how long it takes, Jaseph rises to the occasion for what is right, because he cares about his friend and what he symbolized.
So take on anyone that disrespects his name, showing the world what it means to be titled the strongest.
Oh, that's tragic. Oh, that not even I did that. That's tragic.
Alright, the competitors are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
It is time for our death battle!
Yo, you good?
Yeah. Just a bit. Damn. What was that for?
Did you get Isekai to be here? What's it to you? I dislike competition. So I'm taking you out. You want to kill me because of that? Final straw! Pinpoint laser! I'll send you flying. Jet and engine. That's all you got? You wanted to take me out because you thought we were too similar. But that's not true at all. I got granted the spot of a friend that passed. You took it yourself. How do you know all that? Never mind. I don't care. I did it back then. I'll do it right now too. Airplane breathing. final straw. Point blank, guys. I won. Thanks for the close-up. You fuck.
K.O. Oh boy, I know that feeling. That's that.
This was a tricky matchup that seemed to be heading either way. Both of them are powerful, so it's best we categorize this debate into 4. Strength, speed, durability, and abilities.
First up is strength, which seems pretty clear cut. Because let's face it, even though dismembering a human like an action figure is impressive, it is nothing to pushing massive boulders around on the regular.
Jasta completely overpowered someone who pushes them around as training, meaning he'd be a lot stronger than that. Strength obviously goes to Jasta.
The next up is speed, which is also clear cut, but this time in the opposite way.
Jasta can be compared to Tanjiro, who is able to dodge lightning attacks. He's probably even faster than that, as once again, has completely overwhelmed Jantaro in a fight.
This sounds all good on paper, until you find out Jaseph shoots beams that travel at light speed. And since the usage of Last Straw is directly linked to your own primal instincts, this alludes to Jaseph being able to dodge attacks of light. Speed goes to Jaseph.
Which now leads us to durability, and that's the topic who holds the most importance.
Both are able to survive things that would kill any normal human, but are also able to be killed by far lesser attacks. It's hard to deduce who would have the greater durability here.
This field is a tie, but it's the abilities that is the most crucial, because the question now is, who has the tools necessary to defeat the other?
This is the point where the wheels start to turn to Jaseph's favor, as his abilities would overwhelm Jasta's. Jaseph's beam would more often than not be a surefire hit since Jasta has never dodged something that fast before. And since Jasta is slower than Jaseph too, it'd be hard for him to keep up with him.
Being able to fly around would give him an edge in mobility, but he has never shown to be able to fly faster than he can dodge regularly, so it's safe to assume his speed would be about the same.
You can't forget that Jasta's powers are fueled by his breathing, therefore creating a clear weak point to exploit. Jaseph has no such weakness.
And sure, Jasta's jet engine is able to negate regeneration, which would cause trouble for Jaseph since his durability all deprives from that. But Jasta would have to hit him first.
That's nearly impossible when you look at the speed difference, but if we switch it all around, Jasta has never shown to be able to survive a laser beam that moves at the speed of light.
So abilities goes to Jaseph, which is what led him to his victory.
The flight has been delayed, which was Jasta's final straw.
The winner is Jaseph.
Next time on Dark Battle.
By the way, if you didn't know, I'm streaming the 8th of June, 2 PM CEST, the Central European Summertime. Yeah, I know that from the top of my head. I don't even have a script with me right now. That's crazy. I'll be playing Danganronpa Another. So if you like Danganronpa and you like Danganronpa fan games, hop on! Come join! Oh, by the way, in the main event, keep that in mind. There will be more than just Danganronpa Another. Alright, see you there. After all this time, we made it on the roof. Can see the path we walked, man, a nice view. Every single bit mattered in our growth. Now it's Christmas time, hitting every note. Looking down, staying high, it's all looking clear. Presents in the backseat, working like a thief.